Hey everyone, welcome back to Coded Row. In this video, we're going to be going over how to pick up objects and drop them around the world. And let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to my game mode in world settings. If you don't have that enabled, go to your Windows section, click on Window up here, enable world settings. And then under my selected game mode, I'm going to click this drop down and select my BP third person character. And now in my event graph, I'm going to go to the bottom and do a debug key E in this case. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag in a line trace by channel. So a line trace by channel is a method used for detecting collisions or interactions along a line or array used in the game world. So this is commonly used for such as detecting objects in front of a player, aiming systems, shooting mechanics, when things are performed in a linear path. So I'm going to get my follow camera, which is essentially so that when we point at it with our camera, we'll be able to make that line trace. So when we're looking at something, that's the object we're going to pick up. So I'm going to get world location, which is the location of this camera in the world. And I want to get the world rotation to determine which way we're facing and pointing. And I'll get the world location and connect that to the start. And for the world rotation, I'm going to get a forward vector. Now we can multiply this value with a float. And in order to do that, I'm going to right click the bottom and convert to a float single precision. This will determine the distance so that we can grab our object. So I'll do something like 500. And now we're going to add these two together, the world location and the world rotation, and I'll plug into the end. Now I'll hit compile and save. And I want to get a return value and make it into a branch. So basically this is going to determine if we've actually detected an object. And for the out hit, we're going to break the hit results. So I'll click this down arrow to expand all the options. And we want to find our hit actor, basically what we're looking at, and it's colliding with our function over here. And now under components, under this add button, I'm going to click add and add a physics handle, just like that. And I'll just leave the name as physics handle. And I'm going to drag this in, drag this out, and select a grab component at location with rotation. And then we'll set this branch to true. And the component is going to be what we're looking at. So in this case, you can see that hit component's the only one that's lit up because that's the only one we can plug it into. I want to get the world location under the transformation and connect that to the location. And now I want to make sure that when I hold the E key, then all of this takes place and I'll be able to hold it. So I'll move this back and I want to add a variable called B is grabbing. And I'm leave it as a Boolean. And basically this is just going to determine if we are grabbing the object. So at the end, I'm going to set this to true. So basically if we grab the component, then the is grabbing should be checked. And now back in the beginning, I'm going to do a get is grabbing and connect this to a branch. And on release, I'm just going to connect this and I'll drag in my physics handle again. And if this branch is true, then we're going to release the component. And it looks like it already added that physics handle, so I can just delete my extra one and just like that. And then I'll make sure that is grabbing is set to false just by leaving this unchecked and hit compile and save. And now I'll just hit C, highlight over everything, hit C, and call this grabbing function. And now after commenting that out, we are going to make a custom function. So what I want to do is just right click under my event graph and type in custom event. And I'm going to call this picked up. When this is picked up, we're going to set a timer by an event. And I'll just connect this pin up here to output a delegate, which is going to be this event. And for the time, I'm going to set it to something like 0.02 and make sure it's looping. And this is a while we picked up. It's going to check every 0.02 seconds that we are holding it, and it's going to constantly update and set the target location. So I'm just going to drag this pin out, set target location using the physics handle that we created, and just leave that up here. And this is just so it updates without having to use the tick function because this is a lot more optimized. We can also check max once per frame is true if needed so that we don't overlap excessive frames. And now I'm going to drag out that follow camera that we have and get the world location and then drag it out again, get world rotation, and then add this. And for the world rotation, we'll get forward vector and multiply this by that float 500, just like we did before, just like we have over here. And then I'll add these two together and set this as the new location. And I'll hit Control Save. And this function won't actually be called because we haven't called it up here because we want this to take place after our E key is pressed down. So after the very end of this, after is grabbing is set to true, I'm going to call that function or that event we created called picked up, just like this. So this will reference this and play this. So this will be checking object or updating. And let's comment this and call this updating picked up objects location. And now I'll hit compile and save. And when I go back to my third person map and hit play, I can go up to one of these objects and hold E. So while I'm holding E and moving it around, it's still going to bump into stuff and so on. And I can just walk around with this. And if I let go of E, it's going to drop and it won't be attached to me anymore, just like that. And if 500 is too much, then you can just reduce the number to something like 100 or whatever you want. And if I fling, since it is simulating physics, if I let go of E while moving sideways, you're going to see it fly, just like that. And that's a quick and easy tutorial on learning Blueprint in Unreal Engine. Thanks for watching Code with Ro. Like, subscribe, comment below what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.